Hello, here we are again answering questions about net zero for you. Farah, what's today's question?
So here's a question that we got through today. How do you achieve net zero emissions?
How do you achieve, and you want the answer in 2 minutes, do you?
Yep.
The 2-minute version, how to achieve net zero. Okay, if I hurry parts of this, please excuse me, but there's a lot to fit in because it's a lot of work. Typical projects for us, we're now looking at timescales of 24, 36 months. So what I'm about to draw is very quick to put up on the board, it's slower to do. First, you need to plan. I'm going to put 3 stages up. There you go, look like that. First, you need to plan. The first thing you need to do is define what you need, what you mean by net zero. There's lots and lots and lots of different meanings for net zero. What standard are you going to follow? What framework? The one we like, science-based targets. That's good. That's linked to my other favorite, United Nations Global Compact. There's other ones. There's B Corp, etc., etc. SBT is a good one. It's good and global. It's based on solid science, so that's why we like it. But choose which standard you want. Second, what timeline are you going to apply? What period of time are you going to look at your carbon footprint? The most common choice is the previous financial year, but you need to choose your timeline. Next, there's so much data you're going to need, thousands of data points. Excel will just heave and creak at the seams, so you need some software to help you. We're biased, I'm biased, we produce a piece of software called PLATO Carbon. That's what we recommend, obviously, but you need to choose what software platform you're going to use to do all this. Next, if you look at doing this yourself, you can do, okay, but it's a lot of work. You are much better off putting together a team of people, and the more the merrier. Specifically, if you can get them typing data directly into the software, so you don't have to do that, brilliant. You know, it really does save a lot of work, okay? So, last one on the planning is enter the data. Okay, so you'll know from your standard what data you need to put into the system, and once you've defined that, you can then collect via your team all the software, enter it into the software there. All the data from your team rather, and enter it into the software. That's stage 1. Stage 2, once you've done all that, and that, by the way, can take, typically we're seeing with our clients 6 months. So, you know, it's quite a slow process. Stage 2 is look at the targets. What does that mean? This will give you a footprint. It should give you your tons of CO2e figure. Once you've got that, the question is, what target are you going to set to reduce it? Now you know what it is, and you know the 15 scope 3 categories it covers and the scope 1 and scope 2. What target are you going to set to reduce? And you know, there's many ways of doing that, as again, SBT is a very good way of thinking about that. Next, you need to define what projects you're going to do over what time to reduce it. You know, so you've got your carbon footprint, great, that's dandy. But it's not about that, it's about reducing your carbon footprint. And you know, you can look at various projects to reduce it down, but you need to write them down. Now you know what it is, and you've got a target. How are you going to get there, basically? Finally, down at this stage, once you know what you're aiming at in terms of what your footprint is and where it's heading over time, you'll never get it down to 0. You will need to consider some form of offsetting. So you do the offsetting piece. Okay, nice and easy so far. 3, using my different colours extraordinaire. I hope the pen works. Once you've got your footprint and you figure out what to do, you need to take action. Stupid question, stupid statement, but if you're not going to do the projects, again, this is not worth it, so you take action. Once you take action, you'll start seeing success, your carbon footprint will reduce, then you can, again, critical, communicate. I saw something the other day saying communicate success. Yeah, that's what we mean. You're reducing your carbon footprint. Start publishing that out to the people who want to know that you're doing good things. If you've got your team right over here, they can help you with green champions and things like that. And the final thing on here, Farah, there you go, repeat. Okay, the writing's got a bit dodgy there. Normally, annual. So normally you repeat it annually, but you know, this is not a one-off process. This is something you need to keep on top of. Okay, there you go. That's net zero in a nutshell. And it took, I don't know how many minutes to write it on the board, hopefully not many, and it takes way longer to do. So there you go, that's net zero in a nutshell. How's that?
That was a little longer than 2 minutes, but...
Was it? What was it?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, damn. Sorry, chaps. Sorry, chaps. Okay, thank you.